That $165,000 cost him his home. Had that not happened, would you still have your home now?
Yes, sir.
Man, this is crazy. They took away his house just so they could make an extra few bucks. What's up, guys? It's your boy Alan again, back with another video. And today we're gonna watch another episode of Bar Rescue. But before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's go check this out.
And I need to find out if they're suffering because of the pandemic or because of the choices management made leading up to it. This bar is owned by a guy by the name of Ron. And Ron bought this bar 2 years ago. And after he bought it, he's lost 35% in revenue.
Wow. He lost 35% revenue. So yeah, this is the first episode that they filmed since the lockdown.
The problem is he's blaming his failure on the pandemic, but his revenues were down 35% before the pandemic.
Okay. So my intuition was right. He was losing money before the lockdown, and the lockdown just made it worse.
And he's one of Ron's best friends. The blonde female bartender's name is Melissa. She's been here for a couple of years. The male behind the bar with the darker hair, his name is Jared. He's been here for a couple of years as well. Paco,
So if they've all been here for a while, especially this is Vegas, so it must be pretty profitable because there's like a lot of employment opportunities in Vegas.
chef has actually been here for well over 10 years, and the waitress's
Oh shoot, so he was here on the previous ownership.
She's been here for a couple of years as well, and she's now training to be a bartender.
Should we do a shot?
He knows the cameraman's right there, right?
Hi guys, how are you? Good.
Do you actually have the cocktail menu?
Paper menus? Every bar should be using QR codes during the pandemic.
Yeah, you're supposed to be touchless. Man, I forgot how everything was. It's almost like, did this really happen? Or was it a dream? But yeah, I remember those QR codes. Because at the time, we didn't know what the heck was going on. And everything was supposed to be touchless. So the fact that they're handing out menus during the pandemic, it's kind of crazy.
We actually have our margaritas and our beer list here. It's all bottles and cans. We don't have any draft.
How about a mojito?
We can't make a mojito because we don't have mint.
How about a Mai Tai?
Mai Tai?
How do you not have mint? It's so freaking cheap. And this is Vegas. It's so freaking hot. How do you not ask for a mojito?
How about a Mai Tai?
Mai Tai? Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
I'm looking for like maybe.
How do you... So they can make a Mai Tai but not a mojito? A mojito is way easier to make than a Mai Tai.
Can I have a little more strawberry because it's kind of really strong?
Like it's sweet?
No, like really strong with alcohol.
Oh, it's strong with alcohol. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, this is why you gotta measure everything. And if it's way too strong, that means you're losing money because you're pouring too much. Like more than what the customers want.
Can you make me another strawberry? A little bit sweeter, less booze?
Of course, less alcohol. There's your 35%, Ron.
That's a first.
What?
You can't assume that everyone wants to get drunk. Like, some people just want a good tasting drink.
That's the first. You said your drinks are too strong? That's not a first.
That's not a first. So Ron knows it's a problem, and he's letting it happen.
That's why you gotta measure everything. If the customers are sending it back because it's too strong, then why do you continue to pour too much? It's not helping the business.
How we doing tonight, boys? You guys locals?
Just in for a couple days. Just
I'm
first
sorry,
time
bro.
being
I
out,
actually
so
didn't. I recognize you now that I'm sitting here. I was literally just saying hello to you.
You know what, guys? They got us made. I want you to order one of everything.
Wow, he recognized him through the mask?
Well, since our cover's blown, then let's see what you got. Give me one of everything on the menu. Send it out.
Fire away. Okay.
And Derek, I think you should order several drinks.
All right.
There's two just in case.
Yeah, I can't just deal with the food. You gotta deal with the drinks. I mean, it is bar rescue.
They're ordering one of every drink too, so I'm gonna have to bring that in after.
What? Why? Was that like 2 sets of nachos that they put on top of one another?
This is supposed to be a margarita with some type of jalapeno. I just taste sour mix. It tastes.
Yeah, probably sour mix, which is unfortunate, especially in 2020. You think that people will universally start using fresh juices. Like sour mix is just high fructose corn syrup, citric acid, and food coloring and preservatives. And it tastes like this weird Gatorade tasting flavor. It's not natural.
Unbelievably sour, like not fresh, not good.
Right behind you
All
with
right,
some
here comes some
carnitas
nachos.
nachos.
Whoa.
Hey, can I-
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the nachos we saw earlier. Dude, that's way too big.
No, they taste terrible.
Okay.
Margaritas aren't too tasty, boys.
The biggest thing I'm seeing is like it's very highly inconsistent. There's no variation in cocktail and whatever cocktails you guys.
Yeah, if you're gonna have multiple margaritas on your menu, they have to stand out. And if you have multiple margaritas on your menu, then you need to use fresh lime juice. Like, why would you call yourself a cantina and have crappy margaritas?
That you have, it's not good.
Paradise rolls.
So that guacamole, is that something you guys make?
Yeah, so
Those were egg rolls?
how does it actually taste?
There's no layers of flavor.
Like, I'm just,
You know, I've seen everything I need to see. He's filled with excuses. I want to call him out and taste this food myself.
Yeah. I mean, he did buy this place, but I wonder if he kept all the recipes or he just went the cheap route and just bought frozen stuff and pre-made stuff. But then he also had that line cook that's been here for over 10 years. So I'm wondering if they did change the recipes because he just didn't understand the food. Because it was a very popular place before he bought it.
So let me ask you a question. So you know Taffer's coming. Taffer sends his guys in, and that's the night that they it up? Come on, I don't...
Yeah, and he recognized them off the bat. So you'd think that he would give the kitchen a warning to, hey, make sure everything looks nice. A friggin' bar rescue crew's here.
So if they blew it tonight on best behavior, you think it's better on other nights? You're running about twice the cost that you should behind the bar.
sure, easy.
But that's your employees doing that.
Yeah, because you're overpouring. You just overpoured yourself and you just said that's not the first time that guests complain about the drinks being too strong.
You ring it up and count the shit out?
My drinks? No.
Well, now we know. We're gonna clarify. Every thing gets rang up, whether we're comp or not. Every single thing, because like literally going into the pour home to keep this shit hole open, and then they sit there and be like,
Yeah, you should always bring things up, even if it's a comp, because it will at least give you an accurate assessment on how you're doing. Like, I worked in places where we were allowed to give away drinks, but we had to bring them in, and each bartender would have like $40 worth of drinks that we can, so, which is a system I liked a lot, because it's like, well, if they're gonna give away drinks, at least let's give them some rules that they have to follow. So when we give away drinks, we rang it in, and we had credit, so each bartender could give away $40 per shift, but it had to be rung in. This way, the account knows what's going on. We have some kind of explanation, and we have an accurate on why the beverage cost is high, but at least we know that there's full transparency and we know what's going on. That's the most important part.
and then they sit there and be like, well, that's good, because the same people that you're doing that for are robbing you blind. That shit ain't gonna happen. You're the number one on that. You keep your mind full. You say it to everybody, and I will talk to each and everybody.
So is he the lead bartender? I don't think they mentioned that in the beginning of the episode.
You do realize that we're like, I'm at the end of it. This is like it, right? Does everybody know that? Like real life. Like I am actually homeless at the current moment. Does everybody know that I don't actually have a dwelling, a place to live?
What? How is he homeless? He owns a business. How could he not have a place to stay?
When I got here last night, Ron told me that his failure was due to the pandemic. Today, I need him to understand his failure is due to him, his actions, and the actions of his staff.
Yeah, you're in Vegas. So there's no excuse for failure. There's so many good options in Vegas. The only reason why you cannot compete with everyone else is because everyone else just has a much higher quality food and service than you. And we saw that they're not measuring the alcohol in the recipes, so the drinks are not coming out consistent. And you're using store-bought guacamole, and everyone else isn't. They're using everything made from scratch, and you're using sweet and sour mix. Like, yeah, like if you go to the street and you get those giant margarita things, yeah, those are sweet and sour mix. Or if you're getting a little giant booze guitar, yeah, a little sweet and sour mix is expected. But if you're at a restaurant, I don't see there's any excuse for using sweet and sour mix, especially when you're advertising multiple margaritas and they all use sour mix. No, if you're advertising yourself as a cantina and you're advertising all these margaritas, you better be using fresh lime juice.
How far are you behind with the landlord?
I got a little reprieve, to be very honest with you.
So you were facing an eviction? Were you close?
It was, well, I didn't have any more money to pay anything.
Are you
so-
surviving this personally?
I mean, is this during the COVID thing? Because they're supposed to have rent protection during this time. But then again, we're also not sure if he's lying, because it sounds like a lot of these issues happened before lockdown.
I have no place of residence, that's for certain.
So you lost your home over this. So I want to show you something. Now,
So where is he staying? Is he living in his car or like a friend's place?
this was low sales because it's pandemic. I get it.
Yeah.
But they poured, based on your drink prices, $3,600 worth of booze. Okay? They collected $1,800.
Wow, so they basically gave away half of the booze.
50% was given away. 1,800 lost. That was just a weekend. A month, 15, 6, 187 a year. Now I want you to
Jesus
understand-
Christ, yeah, this is accounting for...
This is real.
For one happy hours, and this is accounting for all that?
Yes.
Yeah, this is definitely not related to COVID. The lockdown probably made it worse. But looking at the numbers, it's clearly a lot of the employees are giving alcohol away or they're just overpouring and not realizing it.
Your beverage cost should be about 21%.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so 21% of 785 is 165,000. That's what you should have spent on liquor. You spent 326.
That's insane. You spent twice as much because you're giving away half of your stuff. So yeah, of course you have to pay twice as much to replenish it.
What would you have done with 100 grand this year that you wouldn't have spent?
Down payment for a house.
Would you still have your residence?
You know the answer to that question.
I do know the answer to that question. You left this frickin' money on the table, and they gracefully gave it away. You didn't lose your...
I mean, that is... I don't know if this is lack of training or this is just a culture, but yeah, this has to stop. That's just... Giving away half your alcohol, that's just way too high. There's no... You don't need training or to understand that's just way too much that you're giving away.
You didn't lose your home because of the pandemic. You lost your home because of you.
You know how brutal this is, seeing this with how much, like, working twice as hard this year to make nothing?
Well, and then you need...
It's not about working hard, it's about working smarter. And it doesn't help that your employees are giving away alcohol and you know about it and you're not doing anything about it.
On Saturday night, we sold $1,800, but we poured $3,600 worth of booze. You lost money Saturday night, but you made money, didn't you? What is your name?
My name's Jake.
And you're really good friends with Ronnie, right?
Yeah.
You guys are like best buds? Okay, so you your best friend.
That is messed up. So he has to have known his living situation if they're close friends. And he still gave away half of the booze.
That $165,000 cost him his home. Had that not happened, would you still have your home now?
Yes, sir.
Man, this is crazy. They took away his house just so they could make an extra few bucks.
He's borrowing money to survive, thinking it's the pandemic, but it's not. It's you guys. Had you done this right and be responsible in the alcohol, the money transactions, he wouldn't be having.
So we need to discuss something about this, about comping stuff and giving away shots. Giving away alcohol does not guarantee you a big tip. They mentioned earlier, this is an industry bar. A lot of bartenders go here and take a shot after work or before work or lunch. Yes, you can comp them for that. So for those industry folk, they're gonna tip high anyways. Like I've been to places where even if you're industry, the bartender's not allowed to give away drinks. They will give like a very good discount, like a 30% discount for industry people. But even with industry people, they're not allowed to give away shots.
When I look at the sales level in here, is what I'm saying unreasonable?
No, I'm just not sure if it's taking into consideration 2-for-1 happy hour and the comp on games.
It is.
Yeah, also the POS should be programmed in a way that you can set a time and it should recognize when happy hour is. And a lot of POS systems, like it'll switch to the happy hour prices without you going to a different section. But yeah, we did mention that it does take into account the 2-for-1 happy hour and everything else like that, which is also why I believe that everyone should be upgrading to a POS computer system versus an old school cash register, because you cannot run reports on something that happened 2 years ago on a cash register.
What's your name?
Melissa.
Has he ever said to you, watch your pour?
I don't think I have.
Wow. So he knew that they were overpouring, but he never brought it up.
We got to toughen him up, don't we? He has to enforce standards better, doesn't he? You guys agree? Now, pandemic is starting to wind down, isn't it?
Yeah.
People are getting vaccinated now. Things are starting to feel like they're going to go.
Oh, this is giving me flashbacks. I remember, oh my God, like, I remember the first shot and then the second shot, and then we had to check the vaccination cards. Oh man, this is giving me like a lot of memories, and because reopening the bar industry in San Francisco was very tough. I worked in one of the first bars that reopened during the lockdown because we had a giant outdoor patio. Like in the beginning, it was outdoor only, and the place that I got hired at, we were lucky enough to have a giant outdoor area. So yeah, I was there from the beginning of bars reopening, and I saw the progress that we did in San Francisco up until we started doing indoors again. Yeah, it's freaking crazy times.
Mona! Hey, nice to see you again. How you doing? What's up, my friend? How we doing?
Hi, how you guys doing today? Welcome to Paradise Cantina.
Hi, welcome back.
I'll do a Michelin Star.
All right.
So now they're using QR codes.
You're not gonna have to take that, right?
What's that?
It's an over pour on the gold.
You guys are thirsty, right? Let's go. Let's get some energy.
If they're overpouring, they should really have used jiggers, because their free pour obviously is not. The free pouring takes time to practice, and one day is not enough. So I would have just given them jiggers.
Here. Supposed to be a party bar, right? Who's ordered but hasn't gotten a drink? So guys, take more orders. People don't have orders.
I just got her order.
Yeah, this is very, very slow. And keep in mind that they could not pack this bar because of a COVID restriction. So this is actually very, very empty.
Every restaurant, when you put a plate out to be picked up, the ticket goes with it. So you see what table number, what time, you know exactly if you have everything.
And we have drinks dying at the bar right now. Who's taking those tickets?
I don't know. There's no tickets, Mel. What are you doing with your
I
tickets?
just threw a ticket right over there.
No. She's not dropping tickets. You guys don't know where they're going.
Oh.
Aren't they putting it into the POS system? If you enter it in the POS, it should, like, you have to put your table numbers first before you can even send the orders.
What do we got going on in here? Oh boy! Melissa, you're being doubled in drink volume.
Usually I'm a lot faster than that and more accurate, and I just guess I...
More accurate? You just admitted you were overpouring and this didn't get called on it before.
All right, give me the scoop. What do you guys think?
Oh, I was just talking to him about this. The teriyaki taste is good. I feel like they could have cooked this a little longer.
Can I bring this back
raw
with me?
chicken. Yeah, the chicken was taking a little longer, but doesn't mean you should rush it.
Hey, pleasure, Llewellyn. Nice to meet you. Aman, pleasure, sir.
Thank you.
Our bartenders were not particularly fast, and Melissa was totally inaccurate. So I'm eager to go.
It's like like I said, she admitted that she was overpouring and never got called out for it. And they never really addressed it. They never like tested her pouring. So of course it's not gonna get fixed.
Well, I'm very close to MGM, and I set it up for you guys to go to the fountains. And Jared, since you impressed me so much, you're gonna push the button that sends off the fountains.
No way! That's so cool. Man, that's such a... Oh, God, I'm so jealous. That is such a cool thing to, like, win. Wow, I can't believe you got to do that.
2, great.
It looks like paradise.
Oh, nice. I like that they kept the name, because this place has such a huge legacy before the lockdown. So the fact that they just gave it an upgrade, kept the name, you can see like there's a big crowd just watching this happen. So yeah, like this is, yeah, I remember like this is like, as things are reopening up, so to have a remodel during the lockdown, it definitely gives a lot of energy, getting people excited to go out to bars again as everything's reopening.
There we go. Wow. I thought I was gonna be That's what's up.
Oh, nice. Way more modern. They made the bar almost like an island look to it.
Look at how clean all this is.
It's so clean. I love simple clean. That makes me so happy. The color and the tables are beautiful. Everything is just...
Yeah, this blue, the color scheme is way more congruent. Hey, if you enjoyed that, don't forget to check out these other videos as well. And please leave on the comment section on what videos I should react to next. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.